Hello and welcome, this is Rob from 1S Gaming, bringing you my thoughts, feelings and review of Formula 1 2015 for PS4. Now, last year's 2014 rendition I think was a bit of a disaster. The decision to not release on next gen I was very dubious about at the time. Now I've seen what they've pushed out for us this year. I think it might have been a decision well made. It has been completely rebuilt from bottom up, and it has been done incredibly well. As you can see, you know, the visuals are stunning. The sounds are great. Each car has its own sound, its own feeling, and it just adds to that experience so much better. The dynamic weather system this year, again, I see vast improvements. You know, while racing around, you can see the storm fronts coming in and starting to go away, and it just helps you to make that decision a little bit on race strategy and timings for everything. You can see that storm front coming in. You can just try and stretch your next pit stop a little bit more to try and make the call at the right time. And so I think that's been done very well. One of the key features I think that's been added this year is a sort of voice recognition system, so you can talk back to your pit crew and ask for updates for things like your fuel usage, gaps to cars in front, cars behind, the weather forecast for the session, race updates, you know, and it works really well. I found with voice recognitions, sometimes they can be really funny with you, and you keep sort of asking time and time again, and it never quite realising, you know, or working out exactly what you're asking for. Where F1 2015, 9 times out of 10, when I've asked for, say, a weather report, it's picked it up first time. So you know, you're not racing round, keep asking the same question, losing concentration. You know, it's quick, it's easy, it's simple, and it works very well. I'm really impressed with that. Now, I've got a couple of issues with what I would, to me, two key features that have been missed off of this title, and the first one would be the career mode. I think with most games nowadays, it's about that immersive element. It's making you feel like you're there, like it's real, and believing in what you're doing. And removing the career mode just loses that touch for me. You know, I love the fact that I could drive around in a Lotus. As a massive Lotus fan, that's, you know, that's where I'd want to be in my career. But I feel that having my name come up on the screen for the times, that's what I want to see. You know, there've been, or I've heard rumours online that Codemasters had concerns that the whole franchise was getting a little bit stale, that it needed a massive shake-up, much like F1 does at the moment, and they've left it out of this year's model to really shake it up, to really change it around, and hopefully then we might see it back in F1 2016 with some great improvements to it. I think the fact that they didn't release on next gen last year, that they've been working on this for a long time, I kind of feel that they've had enough time to be able to push it out. I do feel really I've been kind of robbed of my career mode this season, but we'll just have to wait and see how that one goes, and hopefully we'll see the career mode come back in next year's model. The other key feature that's missing in my eyes is the co-op seasons. I really like being able to, you know, jump on once, twice a week with one of my mates, race 50%, 100% races, AI field the rest of the grid. That feature's gone this year. If you've got enough people, if you've got, you know, a full grid of mates all on F1 2015, then you could set it up, jot down the scores and sort of still do it. But the online lobby system now, so far, I've not seen a way of filling the grid with AI competitors. Being that I like racing full lap races, 100% race distance, You're never going to be able to do that in a night. Keep the same names there if you were to set an open lobby up online. So you've kind of lost that that sort of co-op play. It's very much is a solo game. You know, the only real co-op options you've got are sort of the races online. So I feel a little bit gutted on that. Hopefully, maybe the AI feel for the rest of the grid. Hopefully, maybe that might be something that we could see patched in. I don't know how easy or difficult that would be for Codemasters to work on it, or whether there's the demand. Personally, though, I think that's a feature that really should come back in. If they can't patch it in, then obviously in next year's rendition. A few other changes that have been made to the game this year. The start to your race, before you started in your garage, you went to race, it show you a quick, you know, where a few cars are on the grid. You now actually start on the grid, surrounded by your team with media, the other cars around you. You can hear the tannoy going off, you can hear the crowds. I think it just really adds to that atmosphere, you know, of a race weekend, and it's a really good touch. Very impressed with that. Also, something that's been missing from F1 games for a fair few years is the podiums. You know, you finish on the podium now, you will see your driver on the podium with his champagne, which is a really good touch. I really like that. The graphics for the drivers and that are done very well. So I am highly impressed with that. The only other feature I think that's been missed a little bit is the interviews that we used to have on the career options, where you would, before sessions and after sessions, you'd be asked what was going on, and, you know, thoughts and feelings, and, you know, who's your title contender, and again, a touch I feel just added to the realism, added to the whole sort of event, and hopefully we'll see that back. Trolling through forums and blogs and that online, it does seem to be a feature that a lot of people want on, as well as formation laps, which is something I would love to see the formation lap come in, to have that lap to get your tyres up to temperature, to get everything spot on for that start. You mess your formation lap up, and it does, you know, hinder your race start. You know, the formation lap is still a key part of a race, and it would be a good feature to see added on. With the removal of the career mode this year, they have introduced a pro seasons mode, which is the full shebang. You know, no replays, no assists, the truest, realist experience that you can get, in my eyes, without getting behind the wheel of a Formula 1 car. And I think that's a really fun little feature to be added on. And I can see a lot of spinning and a lot of fun hours trying pro seasons. The AI, they've really mastered it, I think. Having driven a lot of driving racing games on console, I tend to find that AI can sometimes be either too aggressive. You know, you go up the inside, they'll turn in, no regard of you being there. You know, they have their set line, that's what they take, and if you get in their way, tough. It's usually either that, or there's just no attack in them. You know, they're so easy to see and so easy to read that you can breeze past them without really ever realising they're there. Where this year they have got the AI set really well. You dive up the inside, you can see that the AI just adjusts its line, adjusts its attack into the corner to try and come back on the outs, you know, on the outside, on the exit of the corner, and it's been done very well. Also, the blue flags seem to work. A lot of games I've found that blue flags don't usually work. Cars don't get out of your way, or they tend to get more in your way, trying to get out of your way than they actually move, you know. The blue flags seem to work. They will pull out of your way nicely, let you get through. There's still the odd time that you'll see the AI park on the apex of a corner to let you get past, but again, 9 times out of 10 it works well, and very impressed with that. So all in all, very impressed with Formula 1 2015. Been done very well. Out of 10, 9. Yeah, I think a 9's fair. I do feel disappointed in the loss of career and the co-op seasons, but I think other than that, everything else has been nailed so well. A solid 9. Really enjoyed it, and I hope you do too. So I hope this has answered any sort of questions or feelings, anything you're unsure of before getting the game. If you've got any comments, please drop them in the comments below. Please hit that like and the subscribe button. You can find us online at www.1sgaming.co.uk, on Twitter at 1sgaming and at 1sgaming extra. So thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye bye.